Let's actually start with Poi and do some review of some stuff we were doing last week. So once again, I'm in a different space here, and right over there I've got my bicycle. Boy, there's a lot of noise today. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep up, there's a box in the back of my bicycle, and I'm going to use that to stay oriented. I'm always going to start, for now, spinning forwards and down my bicycle box. And that way I'll remember to do everything. And so you're with me, face this way, pivot, pick something that's over here, and we're going to always start going down that. So we can start with passing, kind of whacking that golf ball past the toes, and then following a rainbow back. So pass in front and in front. In front past the toes, in front up high. Then we can turn. Now you're going to turn your back to me, past your toes, then in front along the rainbow. In front past the toes, in front on the rainbow, in front on the toes, in front on the rainbow. In front past the toes, in front on the rainbow. So as we learn things, it's generally good to do something like this. Make sure you can turn, say, to your left shoulder and back, and then your right shoulder and back, and then twice to the left shoulder. So you're going to start forwards with me, yeah, down past the toes, whack the golf ball. You can switch your feet, and then keep turning to the left along a rainbow. So you can turn a few times. Past the toes, along a rainbow. Past the toes, along a rainbow. And then you can turn to your right a few times. Past the toes, then along a rainbow. And remember, you want to relax. The arms don't do so much. The turn does the work. Along a rainbow. Past the toes, along a rainbow. Right? So then we can move on. And we're going to do this. We're going to start past the toes, and then to come back to the right shoulder, we're going to go over the shoulders. So at first it's in front, then it's over the shoulders. In front low, over the shoulders and down. Now what you want to start looking for is doing those together. So let's actually go past the toes, and you're going to start working on this. You want to go over the shoulders and past the toes, all at once. So over the shoulders, whoop, and then go right past the toes right away to get back to here. Over the shoulders, turn, and whack the golf ball. Over the shoulders, turn, whack the golf ball. That might take some practice. I'm gonna double check. How's battery power? It's so frustrating to film a whole video and then find out that the batteries have run out or the sound isn't working. All right. So whack the golf ball over the shoulders, and before long you're going to figure it out. You go over the shoulders and whack, and over the shoulders and golf ball. Shoulders, golf ball, shoulders, golf ball, shoulders, golf ball. And that's a shoulder reel when you're just looping it. And don't worry, you've got all week. You'll get there. Shoulders and whack, and shoulders and whack, and shoulders and golf ball. When you've got it, you're going to turn around, you're going to do the same thing. Remember, I'm starting with my bicycle again, right? So I'm making sure I'm actually doing it the other way, because otherwise I could turn around, but if I've switched directions, I'm doing the same thing. Does that make sense? So if I'm going to turn the other way, it's only the other move. If I'm starting down the same, I'm still spinning forwards towards my bicycle. So once again, you're going to go past the toes, and over the shoulders, past the toes, then over the shoulders, past the toes, and then in one movement you're going to give a few tries to go over the shoulders and then past the toes. Over the shoulders and past the toes. And you can always, you always want to come back to something you have control with. So always get a bit of rhythm, bit of mojo first. And you're like, okay, I've got it, I've got this. And then try it, whack. And then don't start right away. Wait, get your mojo back, and then try again. Over the shoulders and toes. And eventually you'll go shoulders and toes and shoulders and toes and shoulders and toes, shoulders and toes. Right? So we can also we start here down low. We can also start with up behind the hips and then in front. Up behind the hips, then a rainbow. Up behind the hips, and then a rainbow. Once you're feeling confident with that, you can go up behind the hips and rainbow, all in one move. Behind the hips, rainbow. So remember, to go behind the hips, it's like you're popping your butt a bit, and to go in front, you pop your front a bit. So you kind of go, oh yeah, baby. Right? Swing your butt, swing your front. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The poi will follow the body. The poi will do what the body does. You can make that more subtle later, but in the beginning, it can really help to pop the butt, pop the hips, pop the butt, pop the hips, pop, pop. So with practice, and again, you've got all week, you'll be able to loop behind the hips to the front, hips, front, hips, front, hips, front. But really take your time with this. And remember, it's all about the arms being relaxed and the wrists are just loose. You're just kind of curling your wrists a little bit. So it doesn't take much. This is the move where everybody seems to put in too much movement. So just relax. Be willing to hit yourself a lot. You know, just as you figure it out, just really, it's okay. You can hit yourself so much. You can just like wail on yourself. You'll try to do it just with a little bit of movement. And eventually you'll get a couple. And then you'll realize that it doesn't take much. And then it'll start to work. Boom, boom. So we can put them all together. Oh, wait, and then turn around, turn around. Same thing this way. Behind the hips. Then in front. Behind the hips. And then in front. Then with practice, hips in front, hips in front, hips in front, hips in front. And it's getting windy. That was not part of the plan. All right. Last thing is we're going to do this. Definite threat of the camera blowing over. All right, last thing is this. Again, I'm starting towards my bicycle. I go behind my hips and then over the shoulders. Behind my hips and then over the shoulders. Behind my hips and then over the shoulders. Turn this way, behind my hips, and then over the shoulders, behind my hips, and over the shoulders. When you can do both of those, I can go behind my hips, keep turning over the shoulders. Behind my hips, keep turning over my shoulders, turning to the right shoulder, behind my hips, and over the shoulders, and behind my hips, and over the shoulders. So working all that, again, we're going to keep coming back to the reels every week. So every week you're making a little progress. Well, I'll keep reviewing, we'll keep coming back, so don't stress. I hope it's making sense. If you get stuck somewhere, just let me know where you're getting stuck, and we'll see what we can do. All right.